One Piece, 1136. I think we're coming to the end of Kuma's backstory along with Bonney. So it should be pretty interesting. I'm Mike.
Tasha.
And we are Billion Beri. I don't really have much else to say, so let's check it out.
Nika?
そうさ、私の憧れだ。こんなリズムに乗って笑いながらやってくる。
May you both get to meet him very soon.
クマの人生。
Aw.
Kuma's life.
I don't know if I like what that could mean. 2 years ago.
たく。せ、うん、ちょ、
わかった船長。ここにクマチがいるぞ。
何？本当か？お父さん。行くぞ野郎ども。上陸だ。
Hey, that's the manga.
Oh, is it?
That's the new manga rare
Ah!
from the TCG.
奴らの通った後には傷ついた老人や子供が転がってるらしい。弱い奴らばっか狙いやがって。
Oh, jeez.
Well, here's that artist that we were warned was coming.
Yep. Page skewer.
And now the gems are there.
Oh, he's right there.
会うわけにはいかないんだ。私を追ってくるな。
なんでいねえんだよ。
もう海賊になったんだからゆっくり探そう船長。
ニカか。そんじゃ私ニカも探したい。お父さんに会えた時ニカあの島にいたよって教えたら喜ぶだろうな。
一方イーストブルーにて
Oh.
ゴムゴムの
Oh.
魚人海賊団アーロン一味を撃破し海賊麦わらのルフィが頭角を現す。
ジンベエジンベエ、これ誰の弟だと思う？
Ah, he's.
俺の弟。
アーロン一味を倒して
どういう縁かな、ドラゴン。我が子が海賊になるなんて。
海賊らしくあるための鉄のを着て欲しいものは奪い取れ。悪者から人助けをするな。なるべく。交換？
そうそう。
ほっぺは何もないとお父さんが私って気づかねえかもしれねえ。あ、
Oh.
有名になるんだ。
クローン兵の製造はお前の改造とともに順調じゃ。それより聞いたか。世界政府に宣戦布告した小僧の話。
あの旗を打ち抜け。
ドラゴンの息子。
記憶を見せるお前に隠すこともないだろう。何の因果か。ゴムの能力で政府に歯向かう男。まるで俺の憧れ。
Oh.
He does notice it.
What did I say? What did I say?
Oh.
政
Moria.
府の匿名はお前たちの完全抹殺だが、麦わらのルフィの首一つ俺に差し出せ。
断れ。
残念。
ルフィは海賊王になる男だ。
お前がこの苦痛を受ける。これは俺でも気を失うかも。いい仲間を持っている。さすがはあんたの息子だな、ドラゴン。
Yeah, yes.
Uh-oh.
Here come the three knuckleheads arguing about who did what or who will do what.
誰が電流人に何をした？自殺行為だ。
Who else? Luffy.
また。まさか。
Stop it, show! Stop it! Who's cutting onions in here?
人間兵器に変貌させたのはお前だろ。
ではそれをつける代わりに少しだけ自我を残させてくれ。二重人格のように意識を切り替える脳の回路を発明した。
自我を残すことは絶対に許さん。私の科学嘘はつけんぞ。
しかしそれでは
Oh no.
ボニーは二度と会えずに。ガチャ。
He doesn't care.
That's the point, dude.
Yeah, that's the point.
気持ちは受け取ったよ、ベガパンク。
さて、お前の自我を消す日だ、クマ。最初の任務は白ひげ海賊団との戦いになりそうじゃな。
それを終えた。
That's right, he did seem to be emotionless there.
Yeah, but there's still moments afterwards that he seems to still have a little something.
Yeah.
クルーが一人帰ってくるまで彼らの家を死守したい。
何を夢見とる、あの小僧に。
彼が取る行動に心が震えるんだ。ニカはただの伝説だ。でも俺はボニーに教えた。解放のリズムに乗って人々を笑顔にする戦士がいると。もしこの海を大きく変えるヒーローが現れるとしたら俺は彼だと思う。
革命軍が海賊にかけたか。随分なダークホースがいるんだな。これを出せばお前の中から記憶が消えるのか。
ないな。コピーのようなものだ。
Oh.
触れれば消える。
Oh.
大丈夫じゃ。触れずに覗き見るシステムを作った。
But that's interesting because he didn't lose it by removing them.
But that means when Bonnie touched it, it's gone.
俺の人生か。
Although, didn't we see a scene when she came out of it and it was still there? Maybe Vegapunk found a way to stabilize it or something.
Kumachi は何歳から奴隷やってた？うち4つもお姉さんだから子供のクマチーを食わせなきゃな。
Oh.
クマチー、クマチー、クマチー。
This is like a Gomo Gomo no Gatling gut punch.
Straight to the heart.
お腹いっぱい。お腹いっぱい。幸せだね。クマチ、ずっと大好き。
Oh my god, they're trying to murder me.
ジンに安心してくれ。この子は俺が育てる。
お父さん、お父さん。
はっきり言いますが、娘さんの命はもってあと5年、10歳の誕生日を迎えることはないでしょう。なあ、クマ。お前は強い。耐えて、耐えて。
Easily the most heart-wrenching flashback in One Piece history.
Yeah, his poor cursed life. My
Yeah.
お前
goodness.
を助けにやってくる。
もう嫌だ。もう誰もいなくならないで。ミカ？
そうさ、私の憧れだ。
私のことも自由にしてくれるの？
その手は人に自由を与えた解放の手だ。
ありがとう。ボニーの病気が治るなら、俺はどんな運命でも受け入れる。
太陽の神ニカ、彼がいつかお前を自由な海へ、太陽のもとへ連れ出してくれる。
あと1年で病気が治って私外に出られるんだ。
今度会う時は海の上で一緒に水平線を見ような。
楽しみ。旅行にもいっぱい行きたい。
私は子供の頃から自由になれず 苦しんでいる人たちを救えるヒーローになりたかった。
You were. Oh my god, stop already.
We're already dead.
Stop it, we're already dead.
お前を愛した人間の数だけお前の死は迷惑である。お前こそヒーローじゃ。ボニーのみんなの。
ありがとう。
ニカ？
そうさ、私の憧れだ。
私のことも自由にしてくれるの？
もちろんだ。ボンニーを救ってくれてありがとう。ボニーに会ったらこう伝えてくれないか。10歳の誕生日おめでとう。
Oh.
Mm.
Oh.
Oof. Need a moment to compose ourselves. Well, that was rough.
You guys did not lie. That was painful. This thing is soaked through. I needed
Yeah.
a new one.
Yeah. I would say the rest of the backstory got me pretty misty-eyed a few times, but that time I just had like tears starting to run down my cheek uncontrollably. That was definitely a rough one.
They made a freaking paw bubble of pain for us all to stick our hands in.
Yeah. Watching it play out slowly, it's like the sadness was doled out slowly, but to have it all encapsulated in one big, never-ending flashback of misery was too much. Especially with the music playing and...
Yeah, they know how to twist the knife right in your heart.
Yeah. I got everything I wanted out of that last episode, and it hurt so bad to get it. I was really, really hoping that we would see Kuma, like, keeping an eye on the Straw Hats, and boy was he. Like, the fact that he saw Luffy in the auction house, and he read in the paper about how he declared war on the government, and, like,
Yeah.
all the exploits that he did was just, that was pretty incredible.
And he placed his bet on Luffy being the savior right there. Like, oh.
Yep. And if you've watched some of our previous episode reactions during the discussion period, you'll know that I've long stated that I hope Kuma watches over Luffy and sees that he's made of rubber and then watches his exploits and goes, could he be? And we got the confirmation in this episode. He said, I think he's Nika. Or if he's not Nika, he's Nika like.
Yeah.
You know, he's good. This boy is going to save the world.
He'll be the next Nika.
Yeah.
If not Nika himself.
We never did get to find out what he said to Rayleigh. But
No.
I guess
Oh, they're going to hold that forever.
Yeah. I mean, he probably just said something to the effect of, I'm here to save them. Fret not. I'm on your side. You know.
And Bonnie's looking for Nika. She decided, I'm not just going to look for my dad, I'm going to look for Nika too. And then I'll show Nika to my dad.
Yeah.
Like, but I'm afraid he said that the bubble would disappear when someone touched it, and Bonnie stuck her hands in, and that final scene where she's bawling with the rest of us.
Yeah.
She's sitting there, and there's no bubble.
I want to.
Does that mean Kuma can't come back?
I don't know.
I don't like that thought.
I feel like Vegapunk. It's hard to say because we saw in that moment that he was gone. But that was before the time skip. And he saved the Straw Hat ship and he waited for them. And now he's like desperately making his way across the red line.
Well, the thing of it is, though, is right there, he asked Vegapunk to put in a directive to protect their ship because it's their home.
Well, that's true.
So that may not have been
But what about
Kuma
this
anymore.
But what about this desperation to save to go to the red line
Now that is still in question.
And I had forgotten a key piece of information that one of you guys in the comments pointed out is for some reason in my head I had it that the last we saw him he was talking to Akainu at the top of the in Marijoy.
Uh-huh.
But he actually
He pawed
himself away. So
Yeah.
I wonder if is he heading straight back to Egghead?
I don't know.
Because maybe he's going back to
maybe he's
Vegapunk.
just passing through the red line.
Yeah.
On his way to Egghead.
I still find it weird that he didn't just change his trajectory to fly over the red line with his paw powers, but
Does he have
whatever.
to climb it first?
Maybe he misjudged and that's why he ran into the wall midway up or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
Because, when Luffy and gang were pawed out, they get encapsulated in a paw that busts through even mountains and stuff, remember? It protects you until you land.
yeah.
And makes a crater when you land so that you're not splatted.
Yeah. That's true.
But
So yeah, but I wonder is he just passing through the red line to get back to Egghead? I don't know that he knows that Bonnie's there or anything, but maybe he's going to go back to Vegapunk with the intention of saying you have to put me back or something like that.
or
And
just
then-
a directive to return to Egghead
Maybe.
at all times, if
Maybe.
not under a celestial dragon.
Yeah, because maybe there was a secret conversation we don't see shown where hey, I'm making a copy of these memories. When the time comes, come back for them and we can
Yeah.
restore you or something,
Yeah, I don't know.
And if Bonnie touched them and they're now in her, I wonder if he can extract them from her as a copy.
Maybe?
Because it wouldn't be removing them from her. It would be making a copy. So maybe she's the living embodiment of his memories now. But I wonder if he's going back with the intention to get his memories back as some kind of a secret directive in his brain that Vegapunk programmed in. And then he's going to show up and Bonnie and Luffy and Saturn are all going to be there and he's going to be oh, hell no. Maybe... Although, I don't know, because does he remember Bonnie at this point? I would imagine...
That's a good point.
I just wonder if Vegapunk's efforts to erase all of his will failed. To some small degree.
Yeah, maybe
you can't
even though
erase...
he pulled the lever and he was sad about it and he thought he was completing the task, maybe...
Or maybe he stopped short.
Well, it showed him. He pulled that lever all the way down and he was sagging on it, crying.
Well, yeah. But I wonder if Vegapunk got it wrong, right? You can remove the will and the memories and stuff like that, but you can't remove, the soul.
Maybe.
And the soul remembers or something. We may find that something like that is happening. Or perhaps Kuma being a little bit stealthy, paw protected part of his memories so that the machine couldn't do something. Maybe he himself put a barrier in his brain with a paw saying this part cannot be manipulated.
What if when he takes people's pain, if nobody accepts it it actually returns back to them, he said. So what if he took all his memories out, and once it's popped, they actually return to him?
Maybe.
What if he didn't mention that part? Like,
Maybe
what if
he didn't-
somehow by popping that, Bonnie released the memories back to him?
That would explain why he's suddenly so desperate.
Because he wasn't at first. He got taken all the way to Ivankov's island, and they had him there recuperating. He was just like not really moving or doing anything, and then
all of a
all of
sudden,
a
just
sudden he
on a
gets
dime.
up desperate to go back.
Yeah, and then he was no longer a robot,
Didn't seem like it.
acting wise, like
Yeah.
personality wise. He seemed like
He's pulling things off of himself. He's
Yeah.
running like
He was a
he's
man
desperate.
possessed.
Yeah, man possessed.
it wasn't a directive; it was a man possessed.
That's what it feels like, yeah. So I do, maybe that's it. Maybe he knew, if I take these out of myself and put them over here, Vegapunk's got them. He'll protect them for years and years and years. But if something happens and this bubble pops, I'll get them back. Maybe he just never said anything. He doesn't have a lot of guile, so I don't know if that's
Yeah.
a possibility, but maybe.
Maybe. And how much you want to bet? Okay, the wheels are turning now. What if he secretly made a vivre card of Bonnie so he would always know where she was in the world? And as soon as he got his memory back, he looked at that thing and was like, that way, we're
Yeah.
out, and then
Yeah,
started.
because then he wouldn't know exactly where she's at, but he'd know the direction to go.
Yeah, and so maybe on purpose, he landed at Marie Joy and hit the wall so that he could verify whether it was still going forward or if it was somewhere in Marie Joy. Like, he may have been concerned she was a slave now
Yeah.
and had to check there first. And as
Maybe.
soon as he got up there and verified, nope, it's still moving. She's that way. Maybe
Yeah.
she's at Egghead and went beyond. Maybe that's why he did that.
Yeah, just because we haven't seen him do it doesn't mean they're not waiting for a reveal.
Oh
or
yeah, there may
something.
be some secret reveal of like a few little pieces of information we haven't seen.
And if Kuma comes back, paw-pawing everyone away would be the one way to get away from Saturn, I think.
Or you paw Saturn away.
That too, that might be easier.
I would love it. I would love it if Kuma came crashing in and smacks like Saturn goes in to like do a death stroke on Bonnie or something, and Kuma comes in and goes pa and like blocks it and
Yeah.
then like sends him away.
I think he'd have to paw Vegapunk, Bonnie, Straw Hats, everyone away though, because the whole island is still crawling with Marines and an Admiral,
That's true.
and 7 to 10 people paw-pawing is easier than 50 to 1,000.
Well, that's true, but eliminate the main threat first.
Right, yeah. Get him away, and then you can paw yourselves in some opposite direction, and then Saturn can't find you very easily.
Hmm. I like this idea.
I like this idea too.
The one
It gives me
area,
hope.
the one area of it I don't like is that I really want to see Luffy fight Saturn. So if that,
Well, it could be that, it's taking Kuma a minute. He may not make it there
True.
until after Luffy's already starting to fight,
yeah, maybe. What really makes me excited about this idea is if he does come back and Bonnie and Kuma reunite and Kuma's got his memory back in some way, and then they both look over at Luffy and Kuma's like, do you know who that is? And then Vegapunk will be like, it's who you've been looking for, And Bonnie's like, what? Who? And then Kuma goes, da 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 da, or something like that. That would be awesome.
Or just if Bonnie finally sees Luffy up close fighting as Gear 5, maybe she'll click.
Yeah.
Because she's been kind of like away during most of the fighting, hasn't really seen much of it. She's been running for her own life. So maybe she hasn't really seen him fight, and when she sees him in person and she recognizes things, like maybe she'll believe he's Nika too.
Okay. New must-have moment.
Oh boy, what's
So before Kuma arrives, if he's actually coming there, Luffy and Saturn get into it. He goes back to Gear 5.
Yeah.
And at one moment, he uses Gear 3rd with one of his arms. And Bonnie looks up at him, remembers what she did to Alpha, and goes, "This is the Nika-like future. We're in the Nika future." Like, she'll recognize that thing I did to Alpha. That's what he just did. Could it be that he's the one?
Maybe.
That'd be sick. Especially if you can hear, like, the drums.
Yeah, that'll be the, like, everybody seems to be able to hear the drums when Luffy goes Gear 5, so.
After all this sadness and all this
We
misery,
need a win!
like, we
So
look forward to this every week, but for the whole backstory, we've just been like, do we gotta?
I know, it's like, I don't feel like crying right
I want to
now.
know more, but she's like, I'm running through all my waterproof makeup, and and I'm like that guy in Monty Python that's like, this is supposed to be a happy occasion.
Yeah, I'm supposed to enjoy my One Piece, not bawl my eyes out constantly.
Yeah.
Although today was the ugly cry, like, oh, I can't even control it. Like,
Yeah.
I've managed to keep it stamped down a little bit up until now, and now today I'm just like...
I have a feeling as I scan through all the recordings to look for a thumbnail, it's just going to be a bunch of her being like,
please don't freeze frame me.
I mean, that was the whole episode. I got to find you at some point.
Find a good one, though.
But to be fair to her, I don't think I've teared up as much as I had since like the Mary or Ace.
I cried harder at both of those, I must admit, but this was really close third.
Yeah.
Ace obviously destroys me because I've lost my own brother, and my big brother at that. So I feel Ace's death on a deeper level. I connect with Ace's death. Then Mary dying hurt real bad. Like, that was number 2 worst crying.
And they did the same damn thing with Mary, where there was a big, long flashback with the sad music, and then just when you think you're finally good, you hear...
Rip your heart out.
Gomenne. And you're like, no! It's all starting again! Yeah. So...
And then this one, I don't know how long it was, 10, 15 minutes.
It was like the
solid,
whole... It was
like the whole episode.
It was almost the whole episode.
Just solid pain.
We got like 6 minutes of Bonnie sailing the seas looking, and Kuma checking in on the Straw Hats.
And even that made me teary, but in a happy way, because I was like, oh, he's still watching his little girl.
Well, it set the tone.
Yeah.
It brought you to that, like, you feel that little pain welling up in your chest, like right here. And then they start the flashback, and you're like, oh, forget it. I'm done.
It's over.
Like, fine, you got me. You got me.
Y'all didn't lie. You said the pain was coming, and it definitely...
I didn't think it would hit so dramatically, but...
I had a feeling it would, because One Piece is good at that.
Yeah, I guess I started getting this false thought of like, boy, am I heartless? Because we've gone through his whole flashback, and while it has gotten me to, like, you know, get misty-eyed, like I said, it hadn't made me, like, cry. But this one was like, okay.
Well, you never cry as much as me anyway.
Well, no, but...
I cry at everything.
Yeah. But I'm not infallible. I can cry when the situation calls for it. I prefer not to on camera. But
yes, but this is what we signed up for.
But I am not without emotion, so it does happen. And we're only 1,136 episodes into it with this crew and whatnot, so... To see somebody else's perspective of watching Luffy grow up his whole life and being like, oh my god, this is the guy we've all been waiting for. Like, to get that from another person's eyes was like, oh, Luffy, man.
Kuma needs to be designated a saint. I swear. He was... I have to be careful. If I start... voicing this, I might cry again, but he was just the sweetest, most honorable person with not an ounce of guile in his soul. And he did help people his whole life as much as he possibly could, and he still was saying he hoped he could be a hero. Not
Yeah.
that he was one, but that he hoped he could be. It's like he couldn't even recognize how good he was.
Well, I think the marker of a true hero is one that does things selflessly and doesn't really
yeah.
realize that they're doing it.
Yeah, definitely.
Like it's just in their nature. So they're not being a hero. They're just helping people. Why wouldn't you? You know?
That makes his story, I think I have to agree with people. He may be the most tragic figure in all of One Piece.
I know. You're like, oh no, it's definitely Robin. Oh no, it's definitely so and so. Oh no,
Yeah,
it's
there's so many
there's so many
people
tragedies.
with so
you know?
much tragedy in their lives in One Piece. Like, it's a very heartfelt anime, and yet Oda manages to one-up his previous tragedies. I just...
From the most unlikely person, because when you
Yeah.
meet Kuma, he's a very emotionless, stoic person.
Yeah,
And you don't know why.
yeah.
And then you find out, okay, he's part cyborg or whatever, but like, he's the most unlikely person to have such a tragic backstory. And then Bonnie, like,
Yeah, you see Bonnie, like, when I first saw Bonnie, I was like, what's with this chick?
yeah, she's,
I didn't think anything of her. Yeah.
ah, you know, just being a glutton
Yeah.
and stuff, you know, it's like,
And then now you find out her truth, and she is a very tragic character in a way as well. But she's also just so innocent and
She
sweet.
is. I
Things
l-
you don't get to see until now.
I loved the moment when she was demanding that her crew call her captain, and they're like, yeah, captain. Right, you're our captain, yes.
Plunder from
Yes.
the bad guys. Don't help anyone unless you want to.
Yeah, that was
That was
good.
adorable.
That was good stuff.
She's like, I'm a big bad pirate, but really, I just want to help people.
I'll be Nika.
Ah.
I do love that Vegapunk refers to Kuma's hands as the hands of liberation. That's,
Yeah.
I mean, if anything tells Kuma that he's a hero, it's that he's being compared to Nika in some way.
Right?
So, yeah.
He is a teddy bear. That's why he has bear ears and bear attack names. Like, oh, he's just a big teddy bear.
He is, yep.
And how much I wish I could just give him a big hug.
Yeah.
I really hope our theory is in some way close to correct.
I know.
I don't want Kuma to just be gone.
Yeah.
That
And-
would be the
and
real
I'd
tragedy.
love to
is
see
if
him
he's
get a little
really
bit of
gone.
vengeance in the process too. Like, it'd be cool if he came down like Superman and just like Saturn's about to attack or something, and he comes down with like a superpowered Ursa shock punch that just knocks Saturn, face first into the ground or something as his entrance. That'd be awesome.
I
Or if
wonder
he-
though if he would go against Saturn, because he would still be so scared for Bonnie.
Yeah, but if Bonnie's in danger,
Yeah.
that would drive him to do anything, really.
If he got there and it looked like he was breaking his promise to protect Bonnie, then he would probably go on the attack, because he wouldn't care if he died if it meant he could protect Bonnie for even an extra minute.
Yeah.
It wouldn't even matter if he thought he could save her life forever. If he could just give her any more time in this world whatsoever, he'd lay down his life instantly.
Yeah. I hope it doesn't come to that.
I hope not to.
I hope we're right, though. I after seeing this episode and all the stuff Kuma's saying about, I think this guy is Nika, or at very least like a
The
spiritual
Nika.
successor to
Yeah.
Nika, right? Like, not necessarily Nika himself, but this is the most Nika-like person on the planet, and I think he's going to save the world. I would absolutely love to see a moment where Kuma, Bonnie, and Luffy are all together, so that they can look at him and like both smile and then do like the Nika dance or something in front of him. Like, that would be so awesome.
Yeah, we need that.
And then like Vegapunk joins in, and even Borsalino jumps in. Like,
Wow, that'd be nuts. to get Borsellino on their side. I don't know.
I don't know. I think there's more to Borsellino than we've seen.
Probably. There always is in One Piece.
I want to believe he's not just some, like, I've given up on life, so I just do what I'm told. I'm hoping he's just biding his time until Nika arrives, if he ever does, you know?
Yeah.
Like, maybe he bought into the legend that Kuma and Bonney and all them were telling him about, and then he took part in that party where they all danced together and had a good time, and, like, that was the one and only time you saw him actually smile and look like he was enjoying himself.
Yeah.
What if seeing Luffy as he is, and then, like, you know, Vegapunk refers to him as the warrior of liberation or something, sparks something in Borsellino to be like, oh my god, what? You're telling me this myth that you guys were, you know, always dancing and talking about is actually true? That's this guy? And then he thinks back to Marineford. He thinks back to any time he's encountered him and goes, huh. You know, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be cool.
Never know.
Lots of hopes and dreams. I don't know how many of them will come true.
Yeah. All the hopes and dreams, but One Piece also likes to break our hearts, so...
Well,
and poor Kuma, he hasn't really caught a real break his whole dang life.
no.
Any break he's ever caught has come at a massive sacrifice.
Yeah. The thing I fear is that we'll get what we want, but it'll be like Kuma's last stand.
Yeah.
So he'll get confirmation that Nika exists and is in the world to save it, and then he'll basically be like, pass the torch, I leave the world in your hands now. And then
don't do that to me, Oda.
Yeah.
Don't do that to me.
Yeah. I hope not. I hope father and daughter get to ride off into the sunset and be like, we need time to spend together, like we need to go enjoy that horizon that we talked about. But when you need us, we'll be ready.
Yeah.
And then they'll add 2 more people to their fleet of 5,500.
Yeah.
Or whatever the number was.
Yeah. I want that instead.
Yeah. 5502.
Less tragedy, more happy.
Yeah. And then, of course, they'll get Vegapunk to safety. And
yeah. Vegapunk will go off with them.
yeah. I'm hoping they just all go to Elbaf, which I think is the next arc. So
Elbaf is
if
the next
ever there was a
arc.
place to be safe, that would probably be it.
Yeah. We got spoiled. We know that Elbaf is the next arc, but we don't know anything else. So don't spoil anything. Please.
I only know one other thing about Elbaf, and it's the name
But
of
I
one
don't.
of the giants. So yeah.
He knows it. I don't.
It's really hard to avoid on the internet these days, but
I know.
luckily I don't know any story elements. All I know is that apparently a bunch of revelations are happening in Elbaf, and it's like, well, that makes sense. Oda's starting to close out the story, so of course...
Yeah, there's only so much world left before Laugh Tale.
And he only has more loose ends than there are episodes, so, you know, eventually you gotta tie them off.
Yeah.
Well...
But I think I need to go finish my cry now. So if you've had a good time with us today, please hit the like button and smash the subscribe button. It might help us stop crying.
Indeed. And if you enjoy our content and want to see us make more, we have a little graphic here. A couple different ways that you can support us. One, we have a merch shop. We're actually switching away from the one we have now, and we're going to move over to Redbubble. And she's been recovering from her pain, so we haven't really finished out some of the designs, but we're very close on that, so we'll have some new cool designs up soon. Also, if you do shopping at Amazon, TCGPlayer, or eBay, we have a couple affiliate links for that. So if you're planning to make a purchase and you want to support us, click through the link and then make your purchase. Nothing else required, and we'll get a little commission for that. So helps us and it doesn't cost you anything. Yep. Finally, we have a Discord server. So come join us. We've been slowly growing and hanging out. We talk about the anime. We talk about the TCG cards. And if you are into the TCG, we talk about, you know, when product becomes available. It's not always easy to find. It sells out pretty quickly. So come hang out. It's a good time. Yeah. So links are all in the description if you choose to help us out. Thank you very much. And with that, I'm Mike.
Tasha.
And we are Billion Beri, and if you'd like to see more reactions, some of which involve crying and some of which don't, you can check it out here. And if you want to see our AMV called Hero with an asterisk, seems fairly appropriate at this particular moment,
It
you can check
does.
it out over there. See you next time.
Bye, guys.